the level of initiative that you take in going to these conferences, constantly learning, where did that come from? And any like advice for new folks coming into this space about where they could go, where they should go for to continue learning?
Yeah, I love sort of the maintenance and reliability community. I got my sort of start in it with SMRP. I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago. We started a kind of an informal chapter in Kansas City. It was off of SMRP's radar. We ran it, I don't know, for a year or two with no real structure, at least until the guy that was running it had to move on to do other things. And then there was nothing for a year or two, and then we started to back up. But in that time, I was like, well, I kind of like these little meetings that we have, but what all conferences are out there? Like, I know my industry is American Water Works Association conferences, and there's always the in-state versions. Like, we've got the Kansas section of the American Water Works Association, and there's the big national conference. But like, what's kind of bigger out there in maintenance and reliability? And then one of the guys at the conference said, well, SMRP's got a big conference, and then there's the International Maintenance Conference, and there's the Reliability Conference. And he goes, well, SMRP's already happened this year. So I was like, what's the next one? He says, well, I think it was the Reliability Conference. I signed up for it, and I kind of been going to them ever since. And I like the community, because you can go in there with a problem, and you find out that other people in completely different industries have had the same problem. And you get the chance to see kind of how they're doing it and how they've improved their organization. And then that you kind of can take back bits and pieces to help improve what you're doing. And everybody's pretty accepting. And I haven't come across anybody that like looks down on me because I don't know the best practice yet, or I haven't come up against a problem. I'm like, I haven't kind of seen that attitude. So it's a great sort of community to be in.
Yeah.
And it really goes across the board. It really doesn't matter what you're making or what you're producing as a service. And the conferences, I think, could be attended by anybody. Even a nurse would find something helpful out of going to some of these conferences, because they talk about lots of different things. Asset management in of itself encompasses about everything there is. And then you can always find something about safety or reliability or asset management or maintenance topics. And it's applicable to a lot of different things. So I just find it a pretty cool sort of community to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing that I think people don't often see is the impact that maintenance reliability, especially even reliability, has on our everyday lives. One of the folks we had on our podcast just a few weeks ago was talking about the reason why people come to him is because of a big product recall, because the product failed and wasn't reliable, out in the actual, in the actual field. So I thought that was a great way to just showcase reliability in everyday products that we use. Mm-hmm.